truck is getting a makeover. So first things first, 50 Nation has partnered with Vortek Off-Road, so you'll see them mentioned a lot more going forward. For those of you that don't know, they're a brand new company, a brand new wheel company formed in 2023, and they are taking the truck scene by storm. They have so many unique wheel designs, innovative wheel designs, and we are so happy to have them on board. And if you guys know me, I've mentioned in previous videos before that we don't, we're 100K, over 110K strong on Instagram right now. And our YouTube's growing pretty fast. We're almost at 5,000 subs. So obviously that opens the window for a lot of opportunities to work with a lot of different companies, advertising their parts and, putting the parts on the truck and all that kind of stuff. And we don't just say yes to everything. We say yes to what makes sense for us and what makes sense for you guys as well. And what makes sense for the company, like for Vortek Off-Road, right? It's got to work for everyone, right? And I don't want to just push shitty products onto you guys, and then it just makes me look bad and it makes them look bad at the end of the day. But I wholeheartedly believe that these wheels are going to be the next big thing. So, get on it before they get popular. Make sure you guys go check out their website and follow their Instagram page because they post a lot of insane content, really cool content. And I can't wait to open these up and show you guys what we have in store. I have Toxic Widow 20x10 minus 24 offset with Radar Renegade RT wheels. And no space or anything like that, and you're seeing about that much poke. I'll kind of go level with my bumper here. And then, that's kind of how much poke you'll generally see. We'll lose some just because these are 20x10 minus 18. So we'll lose 6 millimeters of poke, which is about a 1/4 inch. So you shouldn't really notice it. But, we can always correct that with wheel spacers if we have to. Not that that's a route I want to go, but if we ever want to gain back that aggressive look, we can do that. We got these brand new amp terrain attacks. These are 305 55 R20, and we'll be putting them on the new wheels and getting rid of those guys and giving the truck a whole brand new look that has been waiting for a while now. So I'm very, very excited to see how this all turns out, and make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss the follow-up video when we do the reveal, which should only be in a couple days. I would like to say I'll do it tomorrow, but it's not going to happen because it'll be too dark by the time I get the new wheels put on the truck. So it's winter time. It's getting too dark out right now. But shout out to Apex Truck Customs for getting these tires on such short notice to go with the wheels. For those of you ever in the market for tires, this is a company out of Canada, out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. And if you're an American customer, your American dollar is going to go very far. So it's a very cheap option for you guys to look at their tires and see if it makes sense to go through them. And if you tell them that 50 Nation sent you, I'm sure they can give you a good deal on a set of tires. And they have variety. This isn't obviously what they have. But make sure you guys check them out nonetheless. So we'll get right into it here. And later on, we'll do a comparison to show you guys how the 305, get this out of the way here, to show you guys how the 305, 55, 20 is actually bigger than the 33. This is an old amp tire I had. Because on most websites, it says that this is a little bit taller, like 0.1 of an inch, but it's only 12 inches wide. But it's actually, and this is 12.5, but it's actually wider and taller by quite a bit. So we'll do the comparison later so you guys can all kind of see that. All right, I hope you guys can see that all right. I'll move the camera once we have the box open, but just so everyone can see at the same time here. Let's see what these look like in person, because everything's always deceiving when you buy it on a website, right? Whoa. And there it is. Wow. It looks great. So one thing I really like about this wheel is sort of the outer rim, how it has this sort of unique design in it, not your typical sort of just fake beadlock look, the milled beadlock look. And some wheels just have, you know, just the black lip, like the ones on my wheels now. Here is the look of it, and you can see the gray tint in it. That looks unreal in person. It's so subtle, yet it does a lot. for kind of the contrast of the overall truck, especially with the gray color right there. So, and one thing that I really like is their open lug design. And if you take off here, I'll show you really quickly here. So they have an open lug design, but these wheels also support other lug nut patterns. Now, I'm not too sure offhand what other lug nut patterns they do support. I imagine your more generic ones that would be on a Chevy and Ram and all that other stuff. And the really nice thing about this is that this can rotate to cover whichever lug nuts you're not using. And that's like really cool and really unique in and of itself. I think you just would have to flip this around here to match up with this guy here. Yeah. So now I have to figure which ones they were covering, but I mean, that's such a unique design because most hubcaps are built like this one, and they're just kind of this big, bulky plastic kind of cover on your wheel, and it can throw the whole design of your wheel off. Obviously, Vortek Off-Road has found a way to eliminate that and have this very sleek design. So hats off to you guys, Vortek Wheels, for making a design like as such. I know there's a lot of people I've talked to in the past that, you know, they like the design, but it's the hubcap alone is what turns them off from buying the wheels. And this wheel overall just looks fantastic. I can't wait to get these on the truck. And then with the new rubbers, it's just going to give this whole truck a whole new look. Alright, so it's going to be a little hard to tell just from the video here, but hopefully I can kind of catch the truck, which is a little bit dirty right now, and the wheel, and you guys kind of see that there will be that contrast there of the two grays that are very, very similar in color. So, and then if you like the rim and you don't want the gray, then they have the gloss black option, like I said. And I mean, that looks amazing too. I was very torn between which one to get, but we decided to do something a little bit different this time, and I just think that this will look great at the end of the day. So shout out to Vortek Off-Road. This wheel looks absolutely killer. It's blown away my expectations. So that's a side-by-side comparison, and right away you can obviously see how much bigger the 305s look. This is a 33, but the width, they say it's 12 inches, and this is 12 and a half, but this, like, I'll show you kind of again, sort of the height difference, and that measures like almost closer to a 34. So we got them basically dead flat, and like they're pretty close. You can, like, it's really hard to tell which one is which one's taller. So they're almost identical, and you can almost say that AMP AT is going to be a wider tire. So as soon as I get these put on, which should be tomorrow, we'll make sure we do a walk around video, and we'll have a good look at everything and how everything looks with everything being mounted onto the truck. So stay tuned, you guys, because there's lots of changes coming soon to the truck. Like I said, I'll try to do the video tomorrow, if not the next day. Depends on sort of, because it gets dark like really early here now because winter's coming fast. So I'm hoping to have this video out following this one very, very shortly. So stay tuned, you guys. Please subscribe, please like, that goes a long way. And thanks again, Vortek Off-Road. I'm looking so forward to working with you guys. You guys have been great so far. Thanks guys for being here.